Hey everyone, welcome to the It's My Time show. I'm your host, David Angeron, professional baseball scout and national recruiter for My Time Sports. Today we have a special show for you. It's episode 7, and we have 2 college commits here to talk to you about the recruiting process. Justin Schrader from Broussard, Louisiana, junior college player at Western Texas Community College and now committed to Louisiana Tech. And Drake Angeron, junior college player from Dodge City Community College, then transferred to Division II Fort Hays State, and then entered the transfer portal this year and committed to the University of New Orleans. Welcome aboard, guys. All right, Justin, I'm gonna start with you, man. Tell us just a little bit about your history, where you came from, where you grew up, played high school, and so forth, so on and so forth.
So I'm from a small town outside of Lafayette. It's Broussard, Louisiana. I went to Como High School. I played almost every position there except the other side of the infield, third and short. But did that, and then when I committed out to Western, they converted me into a PO, and the rest was that.
Awesome. All right, Drake, tell us a little bit about your background.
I was at Central Catholic High School. I was an infielder, played third, second, and short, and I went to Dodge City Community College, and I got the option to either split time in the infield or redshirt, and I decided to redshirt and put on weight and get stronger, and I ended up converting me to an outfielder, became an all-conference outfielder, transferred to a Division II all-conference outfielder again, and decided to try my chances at a D1.
Awesome. All right, Justin, when Western Texas recruited you, man, how many other options did you have, and what made you decide to go there instead of any place else?
So I had a couple options out of high school. I was gonna either go to UL, BRCC, or Western, but what really countered my decision was my ACT score. It wasn't high enough, so I needed to go to a junior college to be able to transfer into a D1.
Awesome. How far away was Western Texas from your hometown?
It was about 12 hours.
All right, and Drake, I know yours was about 12 to 14 hours to Dodge City, then almost 15 to Fort Hays. One of the shows we did recently is talking about junior college and the importance of junior college to these players. And unfortunately, a lot of players that I help move on to the next level, they're scared to leave town or don't want to go out of state or go away from home. And we try to explain to them that a lot of times better options are further away from home. Was there ever a time that you were nervous or scared to go that far away from home, or were you ready to go and get after it?
I was ready to go and get after it, but I feel like a lot of that had to do with the support from my parents to push me to go and do it.
Yeah. What about you, Drake? You went all the way to Kansas. I know you played summer ball your first year out of high school in California, so it didn't seem like you were too worried about going out of town. What made you decide to go to Dodge City over some of your other options?
I had my cousin already there, and he kind of told me about Dodge, and I kind of always been independent and didn't really care where I was playing, just as long as I could play. I like being away from home and meeting new people and playing in a different atmosphere.
What about your coaches? I'm going to start with you, Drake. Did coaches at the junior college have any influence on your decision?
Yeah, I played for Phil Stevenson, who holds NCAA records and regarded as one of the best hitters in college baseball. And he kind of influenced a lot of my game and transferred me to the outfield, and it's been probably one of the best decisions I've made.
Yeah, Phil played a few years in the big leagues as well, so that's a good mentor to have. What about you, Justin? Did your coaches have any part of your decision?
Yes, sir. So I had three coaches at Western: Kenneth Jackson, Justin Davis, and Gary Miller. Gary Miller and Justin Davis are now running the program over there because Kenny was let go. But Justin Davis helped me out with a lot, pitching wise, and helped me improve my game. And Gary Miller connected me with all the school because he used to coach with Matt Deggs at Sam Houston. So that was an instant connection back home.
Nice. Yeah, I tell everybody, whenever we try to help them move on to the next level, one of the biggest things that I recommend players and parents look for is player development. I see some programs, and I don't want to talk bad about any college programs, but there's some programs that players go and they get worse. They don't get any better. They don't develop. You guys have been fortunate that you had good programs, good coaches. But I also know both of you very well, and I know your own work ethic. So I know y'all do a lot of extra work on your own. I've seen y'all last few weeks here in Joplin, Missouri, where you're playing summer ball, and we'll touch a little bit about summer league here in a minute. But how much of that work in Western Texas did you do on your own, Justin?
Almost all the work I did at Western was either on my own on the weekends, but I was fortunate enough to have a couple of guys with me that would go out to the field and help me get better. We could help each other work to get to the next level.
Yeah, it's important to do the extra work. I tell the young guys all the time, you're going to have a lot of practice. You're going to have weight training in college, have a lot of schoolwork, but it's the guys that you see that do the little bit extra that go the extra distance and actually, do better at the next level. So, Drake, kind of talk about your situation. How much of the work did you do on your own?
Oh, at Dodge, I did almost everything on my own. I put on 25 pounds my redshirt year, and I was the only player they made me a key to the indoor so I could go hit at night, and it made all the difference in the world. Work people.
About Fort Hays, I know y'all had a nice indoor facility to work out in, and y'all had a strength coach and things like that. Did you feel like you had to do extra work on your own there, or did you get all of it done at Fort Hays?
Definitely. You always need to do work on your own because it's you develop yourself and as a player, so swing and everything.
Yeah. At Fort Hays, where did you go? Did you have like an extra membership or an extra place you could go hit, or did you use the facilities on campus?
No, we couldn't be on the facilities on campus without a coach. I had a membership to a place called Pit. It was an indoor, had cages, and I'd go 24 hours open. I'd go at night and hit, and I did that almost every day.
Awesome. All right, now Justin, I've seen you the last couple of weeks. I followed you up when you were in high school. You probably didn't realize that, but I saw you a few times when you were playing summer ball and playing in high school, and I've seen you up on the mound now as a left-handed pitcher up there like 92 with good command, good slider, good breaking stuff. What do you contribute to your success on the mound? You're an undersized player. You and Drake both are classified as undersized, prospects, but both perform high and have the tools to play at a really high level. So, what do you contribute to your success on the mound?
Well, I contribute my success on the mound to honestly when COVID hit, because before COVID had started, I was shoot 205. I looked like a hitter. I could go out and mash the baseball. But once COVID, I had to change my workouts. I met some people through the process. I met a guy named Corey Miro from just outside New Orleans. He played at Tulane. He's with the Dodgers now. So when that started, I was playing catch with him every day, and he gave me a bunch of pointers. And then my command and like mindset on the mound, I honestly think that Justin Robichaud, my pitching coach from high school all the way through, and just really working at it every day, trying to perfect my craft.
That's good stuff. Justin's one of the best. I know his dad really well. Tony Robichaud, the head coach at UL, just a great guy, class coach. He awesome pitching coach, awesome player development coach. But he was a better human being. Human development part that he put in his athletes, to help them become quality human beings and husbands and family members after they played in college is just phenomenal. If you've never seen some of Tony Robichaud's talks, I highly recommend go checking those out on YouTube. I mean, he's just a great guy and truly missed. Drake, would talk a little bit about you. I mean, obviously you're my son. You grew up around pro baseball since you were like 4 years old. But a lot of the stuff you had to do on your own. You had tools in high school, but your tools developed a lot more. You were a late developer. Honestly, I didn't even think you would be able to play past junior college just because of your size. You graduated high school at 145 pounds. And, we kind of knew that, being undersized, limited your chances to be a Division I player and a pro prospect. And here you are now, 175 pounds, and your tools have developed late. And how do you contribute? What do you contribute to your success of the late development?
I think a lot of it was just work ethic and drive, and a lot of it was just mental maturity in the game and understanding the game, and really developing the tools to really handle failure and learn from different parts of the game to handle the baseball's hard, hitting's hard. To be able to handle failure when you are going to fail. That's what I can.
They actually have a video of you guys, both of you guys, last night. It was your off night in the summer league, and some players might sit around and pout because they're not in the lineup, and you guys are dancing in between innings, and being fan favorites, and signing autographs and just enjoying the game. That's what I think a lot of these young players need to understand is the game's fun. You're not in the lineup. Do the work to get in the lineup. Summer ball, y'all rotate in and out. Your pitchers, you have a set schedule when you're going to throw. Outfitters, y'all have 6 outfitters, so y'all rotate on a daily basis. It's good to see the leadership that you two bring to that summer league team. So it's pretty awesome, and y'all do a great job. And I really enjoy watching y'all play, as well as the leadership you have for them. We talked a little bit about the mental side, since Drake, you mentioned it a minute ago. I want to tell the listeners about how do you balance the strenuous practice schedule and the workout routines and things like that are required in college, the long road trips, that you have to go on, that you miss in classes, and still able to balance your school. Justin, you want to talk a little bit about that?
So for me, balancing out my schoolwork and daily life but like incorporating into life with sports wasn't a big challenge to me because of how I grew up. It was like sports always comes second. So it's God, family, school, then your sport. So for me, if I can accomplish all those things throughout the day and line it up to where I can balance it out with the least amount of stress as possible, it makes life so much easier, and it makes going out and performing on the field just another thing.
Yeah. What about you, Drake?
It's definitely being a college athlete is definitely a full-time job, and just keeping your priorities straight, and it just comes back down to the work ethic. To work for baseball and school and everything else that life's going to throw at you. It's just a lot of focus, dedication. It's definitely a full-time job.
No doubt. I was a 2-sport athlete in college. I played both football and baseball, and I can attest to that. It was a challenge, and you really have to be focused. And that Justin and I always wear the initials under my hat, GFEB, good for God, family, education, and in baseball. Having those priorities really help, and I think young players, I hope they learn from it as well. A lot of times they go and try to train the wrong tools, train the wrong things. I'm working on doing another book right now. I've written a couple of books. One of them's a best-selling book called The Mental Training Guide for Elite Athletes. I'm working on one right now with our pro scout and usually our co-host. Unfortunately, couldn't make it today, James Gamble. And it's called the SWOT analysis for student athletes. And what that stands for is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Businesses use SWOT analysis all the time to evaluate their companies and see how they compete. For instance, Target will have a SWOT analysis to see how it stands against Walmart. McDonald's will have a SWOT analysis, how it competes against Burger King and other fast food restaurants. The student athlete never really self-evaluates themselves correctly, especially young athletes. We have kids all the time that they swing the bat pretty well, and their parents are spending hundreds of dollars on hitting lessons, but they run a 7.5 60. They're making C's and D's in the classroom, doing all the different things that they really should be spending money to work on to improve. They're not working on those things. They're still getting hitting lessons. So we want to put this book out to help really look at themselves in the mirror and say, okay, this is my strengths, this is my weaknesses, this is my opportunities, this is my threats. What do I need to work on to improve? Baseball has the 5 tools, that we look for as a scout, and a lot of these players don't understand what those 5 tools are. I get parents call me all the time and say, my kid's an all-state shortstop, and he made all-star since 10 years old. He's the best player on the team. That doesn't necessarily mean you're the best athlete on the field. You don't have the tools to go play at the next level. There's a lot of times I'll see a shortstop, all-state player, but as I'm scouting the game, I'm more interested in the right fielder because he's 6'4". He throws 90 from the outfield. He runs well. Whereas a shortstop runs a 7.2 or 7.3 60 and has an average arm. But he's a good player. He just doesn't have the tools to play at the next levels. We really get into that, part as well. Talking about summer league, you guys are here in Joplin. First of all, I want to congratulate both of you being selected for the All-Star game tomorrow night in Jeff City. That's a big accomplishment for you guys. I think 5 of your teammates, 3 other teammates, besides counting you two, 5 total Joplin Outlaws have made the All-Star game for tomorrow. And, I can't wait to go out and scout that and see you guys play and perform. Congratulations on that. How are y'all enjoying Joplin? How are you enjoying Joplin, Justin?
Oh, I love Joplin. I got a great host family. It's never a dull moment here. Got 5-year-old twins running around, just hanging out by the pool, just enjoying my summer.
Great stadium. Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin is an awesome stadium. You guys have a good coaching staff. The chemistry that y'all have. I mean, watching y'all have fun and play together, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty hard to bring that many players in from all over the country and, everybody kind of gel like you guys are doing. Drake, you want to talk here at your host family's house in Joplin, Missouri right now. So you want to talk about your host family and your situation here in Joplin?
Oh yeah, I love Joplin. I'm blessed to have an awesome host family. They're great. They have kids, a 14-year-old and a 10-year-old, and they both love baseball too. And they're great people. Really blessed to be here and having fun playing. It's just a really fun experience.
Right. Finally, want to talk to you guys about, both of you have now committed to Division I schools coming up starting this fall. Justin, you're going to Louisiana Tech, who had a phenomenal season this year, and they've got, unbelievable facilities. And Drake, you're committed to go to University of New Orleans and play for Blake Dean and Brett Stewart and AJ Batista, who are, friends of mine that are really outstanding coaches. And, I'm excited about that opportunity for both of you guys. Justin, what made you decide to take the Louisiana Tech offer?
Louisiana Tech was one of my dream schools out of high school. I really wanted to go there, and I connected with the coach multiple times, and he stayed in touch with me all through the junior college process. And this year, it just seemed like the right fit for me because they're losing all 4 of their weekend starters, and the bullpen didn't look great. So I feel like it's the best opportunity for me to go and perform and help the team win.
Great. Awesome. What about you, Drake? What your decision? I know you had a few offers, but what made you ultimately decide to go to University of New Orleans?
I think it was the best opportunity for me to try to get to the next level and play professionally is out of New Orleans. And great coaching staff, great team, great program. They had a bit of need that they need some outfielders. They're losing, and a bonus is also that it'll be closer to home, so family and friends can watch me play again, not be 15 hours away. I had some offers from even further away from home, California and further in Texas and stuff like that. But just kind of checked off all the boxes that I needed.
Great. All right. Anything else you guys want to add, or anybody you want to personally thank for your success here, who helped you get to this level?
I'd like to thank Kerry Lampkin at Unlock Physical Training. When I met him in high school, I probably wouldn't be where I am today without the training and advice he's given me all the way through.
Drake, what about you?
I'd like to thank all my coaches that I've been around these past few years in college and in high school, and family that supported me through being far away from home, and everything that created the man that I'm becoming off the field and on the field, and feel ready for them coming this far just to come this far.
All right, guys. Well, I want to thank both of you for joining me today. I mean, it's been an awesome year watching you guys play, and I'm looking forward to seeing you both, succeed at the next level. I will definitely be out at Louisiana Tech scouting some games this next year, and of course, I'll be scouting UNO as I do every year. And now I get to, double the pleasure of watching and Drake play there, as well as go and scout the talent there and help the players move on to the pro level. You guys that are watching, I appreciate you joining us today. Be sure you check out our books, My Time Sport, It's My Time, recruiting book, as well as the mental training guide for elite athletes. very important information, valuable information for you guys to get to the next level. And we appreciate all of you being here. And we'll be back with the next episode on the 15th. Have a good day.